may not recognize my next guest by name, but some of the characters he has created are film legends. He was Mr. Eddie in a film called So Fine, and he'll go down in movie history as Jaws in several 007 films. Please welcome Richard Kiel.
Yeah. Hi, Richard, how are you? Nice to see you. Come on up, right down here.
How you doing?
This isn't one of Bill's chairs, is it?
No, probably not the $121,000 kind. Is that going to be all right? Are you all right in there?
Yeah, I'm
you
fine, yeah.
Okay.
I understand you've been fooling around with my wife.
Oh, gosh, what a rich sense of humor.
That's April Fool.
Yeah.
Well, as a matter of fact, I'm one of your biggest fans.
Well, that's very nice of you. No, I wasn't going to mention this, but you've referred to your size directly or indirectly here a couple of times.
Yeah, I don't mind. Yeah,
okay. How tall a person are you?
I'm 7'2".
7'2", and what do you weigh?
That's with my elevator shoes, which I don't have on.
Yeah. And what is your weight?
Well, I don't talk about that. No, I weigh about 330.
Now,
no, really. Yeah.
What kind of? This must be problems for you, like airplanes, hotels, that sort of thing. Do you run into like a bed? Do you have to get a special bed in a hotel?
Yeah, well, you know, there's a lot of king-size beds and basketball players, so it's not too big of a deal. If there's a problem, I just sleep in shifts. But airplanes, I tell you, I had a real problem flying out here. They have this new plane. I won't mention the name, but it was this AA Airlines, and which I didn't understand because everybody was drinking like mad, you know. But it was, but the bathrooms, the walls kind of tilt forward. You know, you're what, 6 feet tall, and it must be a problem for you, you know. Yeah, but for me, I can't even get in. I open the door and there's a wall,
So what do you would do? Have somebody hold the door open and you stand on the other side of the hallway? On the other side of the aisle, and what a horrible notion that is. Gosh.
That's about it. Yeah.
Do people, after a while, does it get on your nerves when people talk to you about it or make remarks to you when they see it? Because you're a very recognizable person, even if you weren't 7'2". I mean,
how's that?
Well, because of the parts that you've played in films.
Oh, I know.
You're very distinct,
no,
distinct characters.
Yeah, in fact, one time there was this guy, and he stood, looking at me, staring for about an hour, and that really bugs me when people stare. Finally, I said to him, I said, "Hey, what's the matter? Haven't you ever seen a guy with a space between his teeth?"
Oh, gosh. Let's ladies and gentlemen, I'll clear this auditorium. Let's talk about some of the parts that you've had in film. You were the guy with the steel. Actually, they were tools for teeth, right? Wasn't that the character of Jaws? They wanted a guy who actually could bite cable with his teeth and stuff like that.
Yeah, and as a matter of fact, that was my audition for the film, which is kind of discouraging for an actor. They say, "Can you bite a steel cable in half?"
Now, these things that they built for you to wear, was it difficult to act with those in there? Were they painful? Were they uncomfortable?
Yeah, they were pretty miserable. It was like having a train in your mouth. It was.
Well, in fact, I think we have a picture of them right here, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, these things were kind of like uppers and lower dentures made out of cobalt steel that went in the roof of your mouth, and they were a little rusty, and that painful expression I have in my face is because they're making me nauseated.
Yeah. Good Lord. And then what is this one? This is, I guess, from a new film with you.
Yeah, I just did a Western with Clint Eastwood called Pale Rider, and I got to ride a horse. I've always wanted to ride a horse, As you can see, I play a leading man.
Now, do you ride horses a lot? Do you ever ride horses?
No, in fact, I hadn't ridden for years and years. The first time I rode in the film was a film called Rifleman, a TV show. They had this great big horse. Yeah, a long
now,
time ago.
does that bother the horse to have someone of your size?
In this particular film, they had just a regular horse, and the 330 pounds. I'm not real big in the seat, so it was like all in one spot. And then my legs kind of dangled down in all the wrong places for the horse. And,
this is like a horse with 6 legs.
And so, then he saw that gap between my teeth.
Oh, stop it. Now,
anyway, the horse got really, after about an hour of sitting out, the movies you shoot over and over and over again, I guess he got kind of a pain in his back because he started complaining, and so in the show, I get off the horse and I have a confrontation with Clint, and I go back to get on the horse, and when I went back to get on the horse started backing away.
That's it. I'm done. We got to do a commercial, Richard. We'll be right back. What did you do before you became an actor?
Well, I wasn't doing too well. Actually, I was a Elvis impersonator. I did all kinds of things. I sold vacuum cleaners and
door-to-door kind of stuff.
Yeah, door-to-door.
But folks were happy to see you on the porch.
I used to knock on the roof.
Knock on the roof. Yes.
Before that, I was a bouncer in some of the famous country and western gin mills in the Hollywood.
Where was this?
Well, one was called the Rag Doll.
Where about? What part of the country?
North Hollywood.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
And actually, that's where I learned how to be an actor.
Yeah.
To get these crazy guys, they get too much to drink, and they get bigger and bigger. About 1 o'clock in the morning, they say, "Hey, guys, it's so big," And so they come up to me, and I figured rather than argue with them, I just kind of be real friendly, and I go,
and then
sobered them up. Yeah. They got real sober. And,
the movie with Clint Eastwood is called Pale Riders.
Yeah, it's Pale Rider.
And be out in June.
Yeah, I think when school's out.
Did you enjoy that? Turned out to be a nice film, you think?
Oh yeah, I think it's going to be exciting. It's kind of like Shane and High Noon with Dirty Harry.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
It's a good combination, I guess.
Yeah.
Nice meeting you, Richard. Thank you very much for being here tonight.
It's a real pleasure.
One more commercial, and then we'll be right back. Thanks to Bill Cosby and Richard Kiel. Tomorrow on this program, Kim Alexis, Lev Schneider, the Russian psychic, and from Saturday Night Live, Jim Belushi. Have a nice night, folks. Thanks for being here. Good night.